Well then, okay, friends and followers of NTM Garage, we're back in the NTM workshop, continuing off from the last episode you saw with the 13B teardown. So we're going to get into cleaning up some rotors, check out how they are. We'll have a look at the condition of the plates and the housings, see if any of it's going to be of any use at all. As we said, some of the accessory bits, oil pump, eccentric shaft, all that sort of stuff is mint. So at worst, we're going to end up with a bunch of spare parts. But let's see what else can be sort of salvaged towards a full motor build. And with the first housing, we start to have a bit of a clean, and this was the really crusty one. We started to give it a wipe down, and we thought, hey, all that crustiness might have actually preserved the chrome on the surface of the housing. And then we moved across to the other side and went, oh no, it hasn't. Look at that massive big bits of chrome missing right across the other side. Bugger. So this housing, at least, is going to become ornamental. Very sadly, housing number 2 is not much better. It is also ornamental. Very, very significant chrome wear around the outer edge on both sides of this one. Sadly, as we say, both of those are toast. They're going to look pretty if we clean them up and give them a coat of paint and, I don't know, use them as a paperweight or something similar. Even better than the housings, we've had a look at the irons, and whilst a lot of the markings on it are fairly superficial, we've had a look at this bloody great Bridgeport that's been ground into this thing, and that's just enormous. And in fact, it's so enormous that whoever's built this monstrosity has been way over ambitious with that big brow. Past the point of the water jacket seal, this whole motor is toast. Well, not the whole motor. The good part, I guess, in the whole process, excuse my hand, the good part in that whole process, it's not completely a waste of time, because the E-shaft is certainly good. A lot of the other ancillaries are still good. We haven't got to the rotors yet. Let's have a look at them and see if they're going to be salvageable as parts. We weren't 100% sure using the ichrometer whether or not that port was going to be too big, so we thought we'd measure up using some verniers. And if you look at the point of that vernier overhanging the port by a good mil or two, there is no way that there's enough anything in there to support a water jacket seal. No good. So here, a pair of rotors. They look pretty scungy at the moment. I think they should clean up though. Let's put some cleaning solution in here, give them a bit of a scrub, and see where they end up. Now, as per always, we mark our rotor so that we know where point 1, 2 and 3 is, so that as we take out some of these seals and we check them and see if they're any good, if any of it's reusable, we've got it there ready to go. So we've started to give this rotor a good clean, and whilst apex seal number 1 and 2 were looking quite good, when we got to apex seal number 3 we found that there is some really serious corrosion happening on the face of the rotor around apex seal number 3, and in trying to get it out we've actually broken the apex seal. Real shame, because the seals themselves, I don't think when they went in were very old, because the faces of them dead smooth. But age, yeah, age hasn't done them any favours. Springs are good. We'll keep cleaning this one up. The rotor itself won't be usable, but you never know, we can possibly chop it up and use it for a side seal grinding tool. Don't know, we'll wait and see. We'll get some sort of use out of it, but as far as going back in an engine, it ain't going to happen. Further inspection of these two rotors would kind of suggest that this engine was destined for failure anyway. They're not in any way, shape or form a matching set of rotors, and trying to get your control rings out, you know, the actual control ring itself and the control ring spring is quite good, but the seal for the back one is totally overinflated or stretched, so that would never work. We'll keep the spring and the seal housing as spares. Front rotor nice and tight between the oil control rings. Rear rotor, we've taken out the inner oil control ring. The outer control ring is still in, but there's this odd gap that certainly isn't present in the other one. And there's some other things that I've been looking at. These are definitely not a matching set of rotors. So the rotors, as I say, this one in particular that's got all the corrosion on it, we're going to chop it up and we're going to use it for something else. It certainly won't go to waste, but they were never going to go back into a working engine, sadly. But never mind. We will continue on. I don't think I'll press on with the results on film because really the bits that I get out of this are only going to be fairly insignificant, but you can see that out of this engine, a couple of spare parts, but that's going to be about all. So really what we need to do is move on to another engine that we've got here, tear it down, see if we can use that to build up the FC engine that we have planned for another project. So therefore I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, thanks again for watching. We didn't do much, but we did fill in some time. Let's move on to another engine, and who knows where this could lead with future projects. So the extra finish to this one is that bugger all got salvaged out of those two rotors. The housings were toast, the plates were toast, we got a couple of internal accessories, and that's about all. So it wasn't a complete waste of time. We learned a lot about dodgy engine builders for starters. We also learned a lot about different bits and pieces internal, and most of all we probably got some bits that we're going to be able to use as further tools down the track in our rotary engine building. So happy with that. Thanks once again for watching. There will be another one of these coming up very, very soon with a second 13B teardown. This engine probably has a better chance of having some bits in it that are usable. So keep watching. There's one coming soon. We've got interesting projects that revolve around these 13Bs coming up with it. So stay on board. Thank you. See you soon.